And instead of them saying sorry, they'll blame you as a way to get out of it. It's very, very messed up. And I've seen that a lot with Capricorns. A lot. Like over and over and over again. Why I also hate Capricorn. Hi everyone, welcome back to No Light Tarot. My name is Holly, so grateful to have you all. I'm so excited to be doing this video. I've been doing them every week. Last week I was on a break. Every week, and it was actually recommended, or I do it twice a zodiac season. So this is just fun astrology. A member did recommend that I do this, and I changed it. It started off as 5 favorite celebrities, or 5 least favorite celebrities of a zodiac sign, but I've changed it up, and now I do why I love and why I hate a specific zodiac sign. This is all tongue-in-cheek, just meant to be fun. I do roast my own sign, which is Aquarius, so I'm not specifically going against one particular sign, but yeah, I do have a lot to say about Capricorns. Okay, so this is why I hate Capricorns. I have actually quite a lot of Capricorn in my chart, and one of my best my aunt that I speak to almost daily, she's a Capricorn, so I don't want to be like I don't know, I just feel kind of guilty when I speak about people that I love dearly, but I do want to acknowledge that my dear aunt that I speak to almost daily is Capricorn too, and she's absolutely lovely. She's different in this way that she does take accountability, but we'll get into it. So why I hate Capricorns is, number one, they can be very, very stubborn. My longest relationship was actually with a Capricorn, and it was because I was very young. I didn't really understand that that both of us needed to take accountability in situations, relationships. And I would say sorry, and he would never say sorry. In fact, to this day, I've repeatedly apologized, and that's something I've had to learn too, that I don't need to keep apologizing to people for things I've done. But he never apologized. And getting an apology from a Capricorn is like trying to milk a duck. I swear. I was about to say something. It's just very, very difficult, and they can be very stubborn, very stuck in their own ways. And you'll find that there are 2 different types of Capricorns. The ones that do take accountability because they like to succeed and it makes them change. But if you meet a lazy Capricorn who's stuck in their ways, it's very, very hard to be around them, because they will never say sorry and they will never take accountability. In fact, you'll come to them with an issue, and instead of them saying sorry, they'll blame you as a way to get out of it. It's very, very messed up, and I've seen that a lot with Capricorns. A lot. Like over and over and over again. Why I also hate Capricorns, I'm just saying hate because it's, I don't really hate them, but it's just the topic, is that they can be very materialistic. I actually had a friend, we're no longer friends anymore, and he was very materialistic. He was a Capricorn, and this is something I've seen in a lot of them. If it comes to them helping, and I told him this to his face, if it comes to them becoming more rich, more famous, more societally accepted, they will befriend certain people to jump ahead. They will give certain people things just to play the game. They like to play the politics game. They like to play the likability game. A lot of them that I've seen don't do things from a genuine place. They do things to get ahead, or they do things to be perceived in a specific way. It's very dicey waters, and it can leave you as a friend, because I've had a lot of Capricorn friends, and they can be extreme users, big time users, and you never really know, other than if it's something materialistic, you never really feel like you have a friend. And maybe if you had a different experience with a Capricorn, please let me know. But a lot of them are willing to take and they aren't willing to give. Big takers. Except for my aunt, like I said, she's really lovely. But a lot of other Capricorns I've known, I've had many Capricorns in my life. If it helps them succeed, if it helps them look good, if it helps them come across a certain way, if they're lonely, they're more than willing to have a friend around. But when it comes to having empathy and reversing the roles, forget it. You will not receive anything unless they've been raised by very compassionate people. They tend to lack empathy. They tend to, if you say, hey, I feel this way, they'll often hit back with something very mean. And that was my relationship with the Capricorn. They can be very cruel with their words because a lot of them have avoidant attachment issues. A lot of them don't like to get close to people because they feel like if they get close to people, then that person is going to use it against them later. It's very, very jaded. They can be very jaded, very paranoid. Ultimately, they just want to make money and live alone. That's it. So that's what I have for you. That's why I hate Capricorns. I'm only saying hate because it's tongue-in-cheek. But even though I have Capricorn on my chart, my Mercury's Capricorn, my Uranus is Capricorn, and there's one last one that's Capricorn. I think that's why I used to be surrounded by lots of Capricorns. But the older I get, I'm like, I'm good on Capricorns. I'm very, very good because they're just so stubborn, and at some point, if you're a Capricorn watching this, at some point you have to own what you've done. You have to say sorry. You have to take accountability. They're just so proud. Capricorns are such proud people that they'll never own what they do. They don't own their behavior. They don't own what they've done. I have said my family member is different in that way, but you have to own. You have to own who you are. All of us are flawed, but you have to say, I am like this. But I think being vulnerable, they're not very good at being vulnerable. And it really hinders them. They might be they're the type of person, the typical type, that will become extremely rich, but depressed. Very depressed and lonely because they live for money and for acclamation. But getting into emotions and vulnerability is not their strong suit. So if you're a Capricorn and you want to become a better person, learn to have empathy, go to therapy, learn to be human. You're not a robot. I think a lot of Capricorns think that they're robots because they're ruled by Saturn, which is the planet of work, ethics, and karma. You're not a robot. You are human. You're allowed to feel, you're allowed to have emotions, and people will respect you more if you come across more relatable. So that's what I have for you guys. I love you all. I love to have to say, if you're a Capricorn, you can defend yourself. If you have dealt with the Capricorn and you agree with me, I'd love to hear that too. But please just be respectful. Please subscribe. Take care.